Hi there. Just saying hello. Seeing how you're doing. Getting ready to deep clean the house. I haven't done much this morning. Been listening to my sermons, drinking coffee, getting my mind right. And trying to do more get to know me videos, so I hope people don't mind that my videos are long. I'm trying to get my watch hours in, and also I like making long videos. I like it when people make longer videos, depending on what they're doing. But if they're talking videos, I love watching longer videos because I just do. For me, when I make shorter videos, I have to talk really fast, and I don't like doing that. So I just want to say hi. It's a calm, quiet day here in Illinois. Slept great last night. Had a good day yesterday. Cooked a good supper last night. I've been realizing some things, so I thought I'd just talk about it for a little bit. I watched a sermon every night before bed. I watch a sermon. That's what I fall asleep to. And one of my favorite preachers, Dr. Charles Stanley, as soon as I saw the title come down in my notifications, I was really excited because it was titled Getting Ahead of God. And I've been praying really hard lately, asking God what do I do with my YouTube channel and everything, and really just thinking about dark wintering. It's not that I'm giving up for any reason. Well, it is for a reason. It's because I'm not living full-time in my RV, and that's really the only thing I want to share with people is my life in my camper. And I'm just not at a place where I can do that right now. So I was excited when the title popped down, and I saved it for over an hour till I went to bed. And then I just laid there listening to it, and it just spoke directly to me, answered a lot of my questions I had, and basically he said, you gotta wait on the Lord. You can't just ask him something and then just race forward doing whatever it is that you think you should do or want to do. You've got to wait for, he said it's all about timing. And the word that he used, timing, was particularly catching to me because right now a lot of the stuff that I want to do, it's not the right time to do it. Main one being my land. I keep finding all these parcels of land that are perfect for me. Perfect for what I want to do with my life, but it's just not the right time. It's not the right time financially, and it's not the right time of year. It would be really ignorant to get off-grid land right before winter sets in when I have no supplies, and it's just not the right time. So I just gave it up to God last night, asked him, what you want me to do. So for now, I'm just gonna really enjoy my time here in my little home. Like I said the other day, I'm just gonna keep on enjoying every day of my life. There's a lot of things that bring me joy every day. I've said it a lot before, decorating. I really love to look around at stuff that makes me feel peaceful. It makes me have good memories. And I just love decorating. So for me, there's really not many dull moments in my days. I'm always busy, I'm always doing something. But I also take my time to rest my mind and enjoy my days too. I'm thankful a lot for the privilege I have of being able to be home all the time. It's such a privilege to me. I don't understand how we ever got to a place where women thought it was some sort of a curse to be at home all day, It's not a curse to me, it's a blessing. It's a privilege. But there's a long conversation there. I could talk about it. It just depends on, you know, what your thoughts are. If you're home all day and you're having terrible, horrible thoughts and you're a really unhappy person, you're not going to be happy anywhere where you go. And maybe if you go out and you have a really busy job and stuff, maybe you can get away from yourself for 8-10 hours a day. But when you come back home, you're still going to be living with yourself. So I think a lot of women's problem with not wanting to be home is just not being happy. You know, it's when we lived for our husbands and our children, life was a lot more simple. You know, obviously living for God, number one, but living for your husband and living for your children. You weren't living to be, you know, selfies and being all sexy and pretty and getting attention and social media, just vanity and pride and out there, you know, having to have everybody's attention all the time. We used to be, women in general used to be more modest and quiet and respectful, and we used to be ladies, you know. I mean, I can hang with the manliest of men and the roughest of men and still keep my, you know, keep my lady, you know, my inner lady. But, I mean, we don't have to be, you know, torn down into nothing and have no confidence or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about just being content at home. And I understand a million people could tell me, well, women work because they want things and they need the money. Well, how do we survive all those hundreds of years being at home? You know, it's because we didn't need much. The only thing we really needed was food and shelter. You know, that's it. It wasn't knickknacks and shoes, bags, makeup, crap and crap and crap. It just, the whole world, obviously, as we all know, has changed so much, and not for the better. I don't care what anyone says, it's not for the better. We're living less for each other and more for ourselves, and I struggle with this myself, and you know, what was my purpose? I don't know why, but the past year and a half or so, I really thought, what am I contributing to? What am I contributing? And what am I? I'm just hidden away day to day. For years and years, I'm just hidden away from everyone. But I give my thoughts and my mind, my heart to God. I'm not anything. I have no good quality job or degrees or anything under my belt that by the world's standards would be worth anything, other than I've raised 2 wonderful character-driven sons. That's my greatest achievement in this life. And I only did that through, you know, the mighty hand of their Heavenly Father, because I completely failed at that, that's for sure. But I'm just thinking a lot about it lately, and I really want to just concentrate on enjoying every day. So I'll just keep vlogging until I get my land and I get my camper all situated and everything. And then I'll get to make my videos about my life in a camper. But until then, you know, I'm here in my home. So I really want to worry more about the timing of the Lord and just kind of slow down and do my best. Gotta go. Back. Jeremy came in, he wanted to show me some pictures of massive buck that some hunters from Chicago got out at Kenny's property. Pretty good looking deer. So, and I made myself some coffee. I'm not really too sure what I was saying, but what I'm trying to say is ever since I started watching YouTube last year, about February of last year, something in me started wanting to, have my own channel and everything. And the first videos that I started watching was bushcrafting videos, which is my first love, but it's a little bit more difficult for me. I don't drive. I stopped driving in 2012. There's various reasons why I did, the main one being some of my mental conditions. And I sold my car for somebody who wanted to use it for a derby car, and never drove since. This last July, I went and got in Missouri, took my permit test. So right now I have a learner's permit, a Missouri learner's permit, but I still don't like to drive. Just don't like to drive at all. I could go the rest of my life without driving. But I do have my learner's permit right now. All I have to do is go take my actual driving test, and then I'll have my license again. I do miss driving the back roads. That's one thing I do miss a lot. I always took the back roads, no matter what. I'd always find some way around, my own private way to go. That's kind of how I am in life too. Well, I don't really know. So much on my heart. I know with what I said about women and stuff. Basically what I'm saying is, us women belong at home. We belong in a home. And I can imagine the kind of bitter, hateful, garbage crap that people would say to me if I had, a bigger account or anything, or maybe somebody random will say something nasty to me. Definitely get blocked, and your comment will be deleted for sure. I don't mess around when it comes to that hateful, nasty crap. I mean, I have sins and certain things that I despise with the wrath of God, but I still wouldn't tear somebody apart verbally. And I've learned better than that. But what I'm saying in general. I'm not wanting to hear that liberal garbage of let's pull out these special exception to the rule cases. Because that's what's literally crippled our country, our nation. It's crippled it. I'm not going to get caught up in the exceptions to the rule. I am speaking of generally. Generally, when women left our place, when we left the natural order that God placed for us to be in, everything it's just been terrible. It's just been terrible. Our men aren't manly anymore. Our men aren't leaders anymore. Women rule everything. Girl power, yeah, girl power, all right. What are women doing to this world? What are we doing? I mean, my God, really? I have so much to say about all of this. I have so much to say about all of this. It all started with me. It all started with what God showed me about me. So many things He's worked on me. 10 years. 10 years since I read that Bible and first believed. The hour I first believed. Best moments of my life. It forever will be. But He has worked with me so much. I did not used to be a faithful woman. I used to lie. I was a terrible, terrible person. I still am a terrible person in a lot of areas, but I just mean 10 years of intense teaching. Intense teaching from God. Best advice I'd give anyone is always start with yourself. Look at yourself. Work on yourself before you want to open your mouth up. Look at yourself. I'm not saying you can't say somebody's doing wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we gotta self-examine, and we've gotta worry about our own self. Get ourselves as right as we can. But I do love being home. And I do love the privilege God gave women to be a help for men. And the privilege that He gave us to be mothers. The privilege that He gave us to make our homes our castles and our sanctuaries. And, you know, the best memories I bet all of us have are a woman, you know, setting the table and cooking. And you know, you don't have to be the sweetest, sugariest, pious type of woman. You know, I'm not like that. Am I sweet? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sweet because I've been crushed. Like grapes, I've been crushed. Crushed and crushed. But I don't think you have to be, you know, like that. You can be a tough woman. You can be laid on the fire of God type of woman, but you're still going to have that love, and you're still going to make whoever's around you feel safe, protected. You're always going to have a word of wisdom for your children, your grandchildren, your family, your friends, whoever you come across in life. Us women have the greatest blessing ever by God. We weren't, God's not a woman hater. We weren't, you know, put down here as workhorses or anything. We're you know, we're the man's better half, so to speak. But we've taken it too far. You know, you don't want to turn your man into some emotional pile of mush. Men have to be strong. Men have to do things. Men have to do things in this life and in this world. Men have to be strong in a way that a woman doesn't. And it's all just messed up. The balance is all off. So, and anybody who knows. That's just the way it is. It's not going to change. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and so much worse. But I am really thankful to be able to be home every day of my life. I am so thankful to God that I get to be home every day of my life. I'm so thankful for that. It's such a privilege. I don't need a nice car. I don't need expensive clothes. I do not need what the world says that a woman needs to be worth anything. I need for God to make me and to shape me and to teach me every day of my life, from the time I rise up from my bed in the morning to the time I lay my head down on my pillow at night. I need for God to teach me how to be a good person. I'm not talking about, oh, I think I'll go, you know, feed people at a homeless shelter and do all this other stuff that I can share with the world that people are going to think I'm a good person. I am talking about the inside person in my mind. I need for God to teach me, and I need these days. I need my days to spend with my Lord to be made into a better person. I do one day hope to fight. I've said to God a lot, I would love to be a spiritual Valkyrie. You know, the Thor movie? Or the Thor movie, the lady, she's a Valkyrie, and when I saw that, it just got me. It gets me every time I see her on her horse and everything. It's like, that's how I feel God inside of my spirit. Like, I just want to have a sword and just fight for your truth, for your ways. The world rejects God, and they say He's evil because He's killed. They say He's evil because hell, you know, everything, His rules. How could we dare? How could we dare to know anything above what has already been revealed to us? How could we dare to think that we know so much? There's an eternal law up there that God Himself follows. It's unbreakable. If it's broken, there's a consequence. And it just so happens the consequence is death. So, you know, do people not understand what rules are for and laws are for? They're for to keep people safe. We don't get to say, you know, we don't get to say, well, oops, I cheated on my partner. I really didn't love him too much, but there's always another chance. There's always another chance. So marriage isn't worth anything anymore. Oh, well, being gay, you know, you're hateful if you say that being gay is wrong. Well, we don't know why or how. We could say, well, God just made that, you know, God just made woman for man, man for woman, and We could say a lot of things about why being gay is wrong, but the point is we're not in control here. God is. Any rules, any laws He made were to keep us safe, to keep the universe safe, to keep there's work down here on Earth. All we can see, that's not all there is. There's a place where God is. There's a place where He rules. I mean, He rules Earth as well, but the Bible also tells us that Satan is here, running the world. He's not in control, but he is. You can just take a look around and see what's happening. When America had Jesus as king here, we weren't going out getting divorces. We were keeping our families strong and tender. Each generation raised their children up with character. And I'm not saying there wasn't murderers or thieves or any of that stuff, but again, generally we were a better nation. And now it's just a mess. It's all out of whack. I don't know how long the other video was, so I probably better go. I might not even actually put this video up because it's the most I've ever talked, and it takes a special kind of person. I'm not saying I'm special, but it takes a special kind of person to understand what I'm saying, because I weave. When I talk, it's not a language most people can speak. My mother can, my sisters can, every woman in my family can, but it's not a language most people can speak. But if you can take what I have said, if I do put this video up, if you can take what I've said and make any sense of it at all, that's good. That's the kind of people that I want to share my life with on YouTube. So, and I shouldn't be hated for what I've said. Whatever. I don't even remember what I said, but I pour my heart out, and I shouldn't be despised or hated for that. I mean, these are my feelings. This is my life. And I have the right to believe what I want to believe. I would never push my beliefs on anyone. Believe what you want to believe. That's what it's all about. But I have the right to say what I believe is right, what I believe is wrong, what I believe is wrong with the world. I have the right to say those things. That's it. I have that right. It's given to me by God. That's my right. So, whatever. If you make sense of what I said, you make sense of what I said. I poured my heart out today. To bring all this back around. Yeah, I got spoken to last night on my sermon. And I'm going to keep my patience going. And I'm going to just wait for my perfect timing and my perfect land, and it's going to be awesome, Lord willing. I'm going to show you what I got yesterday. I went to the Help Center. It is a low-income thrift store. They used to do, other than priced items, they used to do donations. So, you could get a bunch of stuff and then just donate. You wouldn't want to be stingy or anything. You'd want to donate what you could. But I got this, I'm reading in Nehemiah right now, so I don't want to lose my place. I could move my bookmarker. This was in there. It's very old bookmark. But I'm reading in Nehemiah right now. Got this Bible yesterday. I've been looking for one. I had four of them. I've collected them since 2010, I think. And when I moved to Missouri, I left my big Bibles I left them in my apartment. I had them up on a shelf and up on my cupboards, and I left them. So ever since then, I've been longing to have I love my big Bibles. So I'm really thankful that I got this yesterday. I'm really thankful for that. But I don't know, just wanted to talk today. Hope you make sense of it. I better go. I don't know how much memory my phone has, so. Alright, I'll see you later. Hope you're doing wonderful. Thanks for watching my videos. Hope you can make sense of me. Have a good one.